Bobby Finke just took down Sun Yang's world record in the men's 1500 free that has stood since 2012. The men's distance events have been historically fast in recent years, as we've seen some very impressive results come from a handful of swimmers. The swimmers to watch coming into the final were Bobby Finke, Gregorio Paltrinieri, and Daniel Wiffen. These three stood right next to one another in the all-time rankings as the third, fourth, and fifth fastest swimmers ever in this event. Wiffen was looking dangerous after earlier in the meet he had denied Finke from repeating as the 800 free Olympic champion. At the 2023 World Championships, Finke came within almost half a second of breaking the world record as he finished just 500ths behind Ahmed Hafnaoui in an epic sprint to the finish, as Hafnaoui also came up just short of the all-time mark. The issue with Sun's world record is that he came flying home on the final 100, and especially on the final 50. Whenever someone looks like they're going to break it, the world record line gobbles them up at the very end. Finke's closing speed is something that has been well documented up until this point. It's how he shocked the field to win double golds in 2021, but today we got to see some more front-end speed. Finke would touch first on every single wall during this race. At the 200 mark, he was out in a 1:53.59 as he put himself over a second ahead of the rest of the field. At the 400 mark, he had extended that lead even further, following up his first 200 split with a 1:56.79, and in addition to putting distance on the rest of the field, all four Finke's 100 splits were also ahead of world record pace. Through the middle of the race, Paltrinieri tried to put the pressure on Finke, knowing that he couldn't let him get too far away if he wanted to win, and at the 750-meter mark, halfway through the race, he had made up much of that gap. But not long after that, Finke kicked it into another gear as he started increasing the distance between himself and the rest of the field, and with 100 meters to go, he had a lead of over a second once again. But the real race was between Bobby Finke in 2024 and Sun Yang from 2012. Bobby Finke had a 2-second lead over Sun's 1400 split, but that might not be enough because one of the only swimmers in history that can potentially out-Finke Finke is Sun. And we saw that dynamic in play at the final turn. Sun Yang's world record outsplit Finke 27.81 to 29.07, immediately cutting the lead down to just under a second. Sun's very last 50 is where things get completely crazy, and if it was any other swimmer, it would have been certain that they would fall off a world record pace on the final 50, but this was Bobby Finke. The world record line closed fast, but Finke held on for a new world record. Bobby Finke defends his Olympic gold medal and becomes the first man to dip under 14:31, setting a new record of 14:30.67. Gregorio Paltrinieri maintains his silver medal position, while 800 free champion Daniel Wiffen holds on for the bronze. After 12 years, this record has been broken. There have been numerous swims that have come surprisingly close given the length of the race, but Finke was the one to get it done. Finke's strategy of opening up a bit quicker paid off. Compared to his old personal best from 2023 Worlds, Finke was out at the 200.98 seconds quicker than he was last year, and the amount he improved on his old PB was 0.92 seconds. Finke swims from 2023 and 2024 traded sections where they had faster splits as the race went on, but for the most part they were fairly close together. At times the difference was just a matter of hundredths. The biggest gap was at the very start. And compared to Sun Yang's world record, Finke actually had more 100 splits that were faster compared to the former world record. The only times that Sun was faster was from 500 through 700 meters as well as the very last 200 meters. Which makes sense because Finke had to build up such a cushion for that final 100, he had to make a lead wherever he could. That was a fantastic swim by Finke. After seeing him come so close to the world record at 2023 Worlds in that battle with Hafnaoui, it's impressive that he's finding ways to keep improving time and time again. What did you think of this world record? Will Finke be able to break it again next year, or will it continue to hang around for a little while longer? Let me know down below.